one of the biggest reasons that I picked Penn State is I'm actually in the honors college here, and I really liked that it's kind of this really close-knit, small environment. So our class is about like 300 students, but you still get the feel of a large research university. So there are countless different labs that you can work in, and you have this huge library where you have all of these resources, but you still get that individualized attention of being in a really small class, and you don't feel quite as overwhelmed with, wow, I have 10,000 classmates now, what am I going to do? And so that was a big push for me to go specifically to Penn State.
So I did not originally pick Penn State. My older brother also graduated from here, and the first thought in my mind when I was applying to college was, no, I'm not going to follow him, which was a poor mistake on my end. And I ended up at a different university, and after my first semester, I kind of realized that it wasn't what I wanted, and I really sat down and was like, okay, what do I want? I wanted to be closer to home. I wanted to be in an area where I could do research, because I really like that kind of thing, and I wanted an area where I was academically challenged. So like any good scientist, I made a T-chart and started comparing all the schools that I knew, and then interviewed a couple of people about their experience to figure out, okay, Penn State has all the things on my list, and I'm ready to make that change and transfer to the university.
So I think for me, I don't know, for most of the grad students I've met, that kind of starting question is usually from the PI. Because they're,
Stands for principal.
they have a continuous project going on in their lab, so they kind of know where they're leading the question is. But after that, I think, after the first questions, then it's mostly you and both you and your advisor, you will negotiate on that. So in terms of how to choose that, so the first thing I think I did was, in my case, there's like increasing interest in obesity and depression. Then we did the first thing is to feed these animals, and we found they're depressed. And the next question we wanted to answer is, how can we treat them because they're depressed? Then we treat with different drugs, and these drugs don't work. Then we want to know how we can find a better drug. So we incorporated other techniques to find the changes in the brain, and then we targeted that. So this is basically the main line for my project, how it goes.
When you get into undergrad, you also have a lot of flexibility, because if you go to a large university or one with a lot of research, even if it's small, you can find the PI, find the type of research they're doing, and ask them, if you sit down with them, what kind of project would I be working on, and then follow whatever passions you have.
Having conversations with people and reaching out pretty much to anybody in the scientific community. They're very open to sharing their experiences, sharing what they know. There's definitely a great level of knowledge just having the conversation, or sending an email or touching base with somebody to see what they know and see if they can help steer you down a path. We do that now in my professional career. Is even if somebody that you don't know, but you know that they're an expert in their field, they have no problem answering an email or something, and people are very willing to help you along the way. So you're not going at it alone. So that's the other thing. There is a very good support system, and it seems like in the science, everybody is very supportive of other people's research. It's not so much a competition, but just trying to get the knowledge and learning out there for everybody to share.
One thing I don't think is put out there enough is educational videos online. It works for ISL, it also works for science. Like if you guys want to learn statistics and you've never had a course on it, check out like Crash Course or Khan Academy. That stuff's awesome. Bill Vickers does ASL, and like sharing those videos with your friends and getting everybody excited about science, YouTube's a great place.